We're on the Homestead again. This place is for sale. Pardon my back. This is going across the front yard into the garden area. You can see it's a big garden area. And that garden was the best garden in the city. In I think it was 2011, we had a real bad drought. And our garden was still going when everybody else's had burned up. This is a white gardenia, and when it's blooming, it's just beautiful and perfumes the whole neighborhood. We're approaching the backyard. Come on, little girl. Here's the backyard and our sunroom. There's a little deck off of the den. We've got a yellow jasmine here. This is a horse apple tree. So if you are in need of horse apples to put under your house to keep the spiders and bugs away, you've got access to it right here. And this is the corner of our sheep pasture. It comes to a little bit of a point here, and the white fence going down that way belongs to the construction company, who is our next door neighbor. So here's our big backyard. We brought this to use as a chicken tractor this spring because we were going to start getting chickens again. But I think when we get it to our new location, I think I'm going to make a greenhouse out of it instead, because some of the YouTube videos that I've been hearing about lately makes me think we're going to raise quail instead of chickens this time. Now this continues the old sheep pasture here. We had the area fenced off in different pastures so we could change them from one to another and constantly try to keep the grass mowed down. Here's our backyard and the back side of the house. There's a well house, there's a 14 by 14 storage that's accessible through the garage, and then this was the lawnmower shed. Our property goes to the highway. There you can see the highway there. And just about when this black car right there is the white fence that separates our property from the construction company. A white car is coming, and I'm going to tell you when he gets to the end of our property on the other side. Keep watching that white car. Right there ends our property. This is just more of our backyard. So all of this is fenced and chain link fence, except the pastures. The pastures are done in field fence or hog wire. This is looking toward the mobile home. Bruce and I lived in this mobile home for 9 years. It is still very structurally sound, but it has some cosmetic issues that we're still working on. Here's an 8-foot circular storm cellar. This is one of the 100-year-old plants that we got off of the old homestead that I talked about in a couple of last videos. My grandmother Lydia called it fire in the bush. So here's the nice driveway going to our mobile home. This is the front yard of the mobile home. We're walking toward the calf pens now, where we had the calf pasture. My husband took down this fence right here so he could get in with a brush hog. If you can see the telephone pole, that's the end of our property. I'll wait for a car to come and I'll show you. In fact, I see a red pickup right now. Right now, there's where our property ends, at the corner where the stop sign is. And it goes, and I'll tell you when he reaches the fence over there. there. That's our highway frontage. I can't remember the length of it, but it's quite a bit of highway frontage. So we're back at the front again. That's the garden fence. A good picture of the front yard. And approaching the house. Little sidewalk my darling made. Red bush tree here. Rosa Sharon here. Crepe myrtle here. A wheelchair ramp because my dad was in a wheelchair. And the front porch. Coming into the living room, my darling left chairs and a table here so the realtor would have an easy place to sit and talk. My dad was very handy and he made these pretty little knickknacks. The living room is 21 by 13. These walls are actually shiplap. It's not just sheetrock, it's shiplap underneath there, and we also have shiplap in the ceiling. Coming through the first bedroom, this bedroom is approximately 12 by 12. And my dad made all the pretty little shelves, whatnot shelves. Mom had lots of little knickknacks, so Daddy fixed places for her to put them. Every room has a nice ceiling fan in it. Ceiling fan light. We've got a nice closet here from this wall to this wall. We'll come down the hallway. This hallway leads to the first bathroom. Oh, pardon me, darling. Get out of your way. The first bathroom is 7.5 by 6.5. Good sized bathroom. Everything works in this house. All the plumbing, everything, it's move-in ready. You wouldn't have to repair or fix anything. We leave the first bathroom and we come to the second bathroom. It's 7 feet by 4.5, approximately. Coming out of that second bathroom, we come to the second bedroom. It is 11.5 by 12.5. It's got a special feature. I thought this would really look nice be nice for a teenage girl because it's got a little vanity table over here and she could sit there and do her makeup. I am a seamstress and I made these curtains. I do sewing for people. I make quilts, memorial pillows. If you need anything like that, give me a call. So we come out into the living room again, which leads to the kitchen. You may recognize this kitchen. It's where I did all of my cooking videos. All of the cabinets, because my mother was so crippled with arthritis, we got all of these bottom cabinets with these slide-in drawers. We got a wall oven and a countertop cook stove. My dad did the shelves. He was handy like that. Coming off of the kitchen is the third bedroom. Now the third bedroom is approximately 11 feet by 11 and a half feet. This door goes to the backyard. When my mother died and Daddy asked us to actually come in here and live in the home with him because he was totally deaf, then this is the room we chose because we wanted the back door where we could go and take care of the animals. And because I canned, we had such a wonderful garden, so my honey, he turned it into an auxiliary pantry. We come into this little area. This is what Mom and Dad called the breakfast room. It's about 11 by 11. It leads off into what they call the sunroom. We have the door is on the south side of the house. This bank of windows is on the east side. So if you were wanting to start some seedlings for a garden, this could almost be used as a greenhouse. I did start lots of seedlings in here because you've got the east sun and then you've got the south sun. Here in the breakfast room, this is the original pantry. So you got lots of pantry space. This is a nice sized den. In fact, it was a dining room and den. It's 20 feet by 12 and a half feet. And now the third and final bathroom. It's 12 and a half feet by 5 feet. It has a special little feature here. I used to collect I still collect miniature perfumes. But my darling built me this little cubby hole where I kept all my little miniature perfumes stored. But that could be used by anybody for little knickknacks or your toiletries. Still usable. It is central heat and air, and the home is mostly totally electric, but the heater is gas. And the last bedroom is here on the north side, and it is 12 and a half by 11. Again, it's a nice good size. The closet is a nice big closet. Of course, it goes from the wall to that wall, and my darling put cedar, he lined it with cedar on both ends. So it smells good in here. And this door leads to the deck that we talked about earlier. So we're back now. You can see the sunroom and the backyard and the garden. This is a nice place to sit in the morning when the sun is just coming up. And that's the end of our tour for today. Hope you liked it. We would love for a new family who wants to expand. This is a perfect little homestead for a new family who's never homesteaded before. It's small acreage, only 5 acres. It's got all that highway frontage if you wanted to start a business. But we just wanted to have animals and grow our own food and be as self-sustaining as we could be. So that's our tour. We hope you like it, and thanks for listening.